I have given my attention to the reportage of foreign media since yesterday till now. And I've been seeing this caption. They say Nigeria's electricity grid collapsed, leaving most of the country without power. So I continue asking, which Nigeria are these guys referring to? Is it the Nigeria in Europe, the Nigeria in Asia, or the Nigeria in America? I don't understand. Which of the Nigeria are they talking about? Or could they possibly be referring to the Nigeria in Africa? I don't understand for real. You are talking about power outage, electricity grid collapse. Where? When did it happen? How? A country that has no electricity. Wonderful people, I don't know where you are viewing from, where you are listening from. Do you have electricity in your region? Maybe let's say for the past 1 year. Have you had a regular power supply in your area? An uninterrupted electricity power supply since 1 year, or let's come down to 6 months, or well, let me even say 3 months. Have you had anyone? So how could people come to report something they have no idea of? Nigeria's electricity grid collapse, leaving most of the country without power, as if there is power in Nigeria. Well, let me ask before, is there electricity in Nigeria? I need an answer. If there is one, let me know. Because there is, left for me, there is no electricity in Nigeria. When you talk about power outage, the electricity grid collapsing, you are referring to a region where there is constant supply of electricity for the past 1 year, or let me say 6 months, or let's say 3 months. Not a place where sometimes in 3 months you've not have a regular 24-hour supply of light for once in the last 3 months, and you are reporting power outage as if you have had constant power. Wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We welcome you back once again to News Digest this day. Of course, today again is the 29th day of September 2022. Today is Thursday to be precise, and this is coming from the desk of Nicky Bobby, where we bring you reliable news across Biafra land. And of course, before we go into the wonderful news we want to bring to you today, we want to urge you to continue hitting the subscribe button, as well as to give us thumbs up. Like. Share our videos to those who might need it, should you really like what we are doing here. And of course, just to conclude what I was saying earlier, we know the politicians in Zoological Republic. They know how they can as well pay millions of naira for people to write this into them, for them. Of course, there is nothing like that. This is the type of country you find yourself, where they can pay quantum amount of money to cover what does not exist. That's that. Some of them must have paid a lot of millions to those foreign media to tell them to write and publish that there is power outage in Nigeria. Is that not laughable? Where have you heard that? That Nigeria has a power outage? Man, this is not funny, honestly. Well, and that brings me to the point we want to make today. But first, I want you to understand that if you actually want Biafra, one of the best things that can do to you, that can happen to you, is to relax your mind. Water your mind. Have a clear mind. Or do not expect much. Have it as if you are rendering service to humanity, and then you receive your reward. But if you, from the beginning, believe that you are coming for Biafra restoration to make money, and maybe you might make money, but I tell you, it won't go well for you. Because along the line, you will kaput. Along the line, so many things will go wrong, because you didn't come to the struggle for restoration of Biafra with a genuine mind. And this is what we want to call to you. We are going to interpret a lot of things today that will make you understand where we are coming from. But before then, let's go ahead to give you the update as regard to the routine visits of our legal team to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the dungeon of the DSS. I am not going to really read verbatim here. I will just extract the points and bring it to you. But the caption, according to Barrister Ejiofor, says, updates on our routine visits to our indefatigable client, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the headquarters of the Department of State Service, DSS Abuja, today being the 29th day of September 2022. This is that. Today's visits witness a fair atmosphere outside the usual status quo. This is how Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor puts it. And these are the highlights that he pointed out here. Now, the DSS of the Zoological Republic has a kind of upgraded their game. They are using a particular pharmacy that is called H-Medis Pharmacy. That is where they are now going to buy some of the paracetamol as well as Panadol, which they are using to administer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which, according to Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, he said it had led to temporary relief to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's issue. Well, he said feeling a little better now. That's what it means. But Barrister Ejiofor maintained that the DSS is gravely lacking the adequate medical facility to contain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's debilitating health condition at this point. Even though they are going to H-Medis Pharmacy to buy paracetamol to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it doesn't sort out the issue. They lack what it takes to take care of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another point is that he said that IPOB, as well as the IPOB legal team and Biafrans at large, are still requesting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release to enable us provide for him a very adequate medical needs. Of course, these are the things you have to bear in mind. I'm just going to lift up some points here. Where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu extend his greetings to the people of Umuchineke, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor wrote and said, Onyendu specifically directed me to extend his heartfelt appreciation to you all, people of goodwill, and particularly to Ezigbo Umuchineke, who in one accord demanded for his unconditional release and proceeded to call out the DSS during this life-threatening period to treat his medical care with every deserving circumspection and seriousness it demanded. Onyendu is profoundly grateful. At least for the first time in a long while, I saw Onyendu burst into laughter during our chit-chats. Onyendu is indeed deeply grateful to you all. Wow, that's a great one. On our part, we specifically thank all Ezigbo Umuchineke, friends of Onyendu and well-wishers, who we are profusely calling from time to time to ascertain his level of improvement. Our defense team, eminently led by an indefatigable man of letters, Chief Mike Zekomesan, is relentlessly pursuing the immediate and unconditional release of Onyendu. Be assured that it must surely end in praises Umuchineke. We shall continue to provide updates on every development in Onyendu's court case, and as earlier assured, we shall sufficiently notify you in good time once a date is fixed for Onyendu's appearance in court. We are still patiently awaiting the all-important judgment from the courts of appeal, which will happen anytime soon. Forward ever and backward never, Umuchineke. Thank you all, Ezigbo Umuchineke, and remain blessed even as you continue to remain law-abiding. We appreciate you all. We move. Signed, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire, IPOB Slate Council, 29 September 2022. This is the information that Barrister Ejiofor updated us. And I just want to link to that Barrister Aloy Ejimaka has equally noted us earlier that there will be a court hearing, Umuahia Federal High Court, to hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition case on 4th of October 2022. And this is the one that will be happening in Umuahia, not the one of federal, not the one of IP courts in Abuja, just to make it separate. You will understand where we are going to. Of course, we are still using this opportunity to let people know that we want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. It is absolutely necessary. His release is necessary to all of us. This is what we are fighting for. He can continue being in detention of the DSS. Of course, the UN has given their opinion and asked the zoo to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with immediate effect. But they have refused to this moment. Let's see what tomorrow we hope. This is the situation of things. We just decided to bring this to you, the updates of the routine visit to our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will continue bringing you more updates as regards to how things are going in Biafra land and beyond. Until then, we expect you to see us on our next video. See you then. Of course, we must maintain that without owing anyone apology, that it is in Biafra land that all of us have our citizenship, and until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. May you remain safe and blessed wherever you may be.